Welcome back. My name is Dr. Carl Baird, and today I'll be showing you some of the best kettlebell exercises for beginners. So if you're serious about solving pain through strength and movement training, the kettlebell is one of the most effective tools to build strength without stressing your joints. But with that being said, if you're new to the strength training world, the last thing that we want to do is just go out and buy a kettlebell and start swinging that thing around. That can actually lead to more impact on your joints, which is going to lead to more pain later on. And so what I want to do with these exercises is provide some simple and, most importantly, safe kettlebell strengthening exercises so you can build confidence in how to move these kettlebells around before progressing to more challenging variations. So let's go ahead and get started. One of the easiest and safest exercises with the kettlebell is called the Suitcase Carry or the Suitcase March. And it just so happens that this exercise is one of the best functional core strengthening exercises to help limit impact on your spine. So to perform, all you're going to do is hold the kettlebell at your side, just like you're holding a suitcase. You'll do a slight squeeze, so not squeezing as hard as you can, but just a light squeeze to create that tension up the arm. Roll the shoulders back. And if you don't have much room, you can just do a kettlebell march, where you're marching in place. If you have a little bit more room to move, you can do the kettlebell carry, which again is the same thing, but now we're just walking back and forth, just making sure that our trunk is staying nice and upright and we're not wobbling back and forth like that. Go ahead and give it a try. If you're new to kettlebell training, one of the best things you can do with your new kettlebell is just to use it as a way to add resistance to your body weight movements. So in this example, we'll do the weighted step up, which again, I'm just holding the kettlebell at my side, but performing that simple step up movement. So it's a way to just add a little bit more resistance so that we can build more strength in our step up leg. And with this one, there's two variations where again, you can use it in the opposite hand as a leg, or you can use it in the same hand. Again, no right or wrong, just works the body in a slightly different way. Give both a try. Let me know how it goes. A great upper body exercise for the kettlebell is just a single arm kettlebell row. So the safest variation is to use a box or a bench, and you just let the kettlebell hang, and from there, you pull it back, keeping that elbow nice and close to the body. If you wanted a slightly more challenging variation, you take the box away, get into that hip hinge stance, and row without the assistance. So go ahead and give those a try. Let me know what you think. The goblet squat is another way to add resistance to a common body weight movement like the air squat. Now you shouldn't progress to the goblet squat until you feel 100% confident in your form with the air squat, because again, once you start adding resistance to these movements, if your form's not right, this can actually stress your joints more, leading to more pain. But if you feel confident to perform the goblet squat, you just hold the kettlebell in front of you. Now I prefer this bottoms up position, but you can also hold it at the side, just whatever feels most comfortable for you. But from there, you're just gonna send those hips back and perform a squat. Nice work. Another great kettlebell exercise for beginners is called the weighted hip hinge. You might know it as the Romanian deadlift. This is a great exercise to further ingrain our hip hinge patterning, which is going to help limit impact that goes through your joints, but also strengthen your hamstring and your glutes, which are really important for limiting impact on your knees and your lower back specifically, but really all over the body. So to perform, we're going to hold the kettlebell right in front of us. And from there, we're going to perform our hip hinge. So I'm sending those hips back. The kettlebell is going straight down to the ground, so it's not out here. Just stopping once I feel tension in the hamstrings, not dropping any lower than that. Just so you can see a few reps, it looks like down, up, down, up. Nice work. The kettlebell deadlift is another full body strengthening exercise that can be used to limit impact that goes through your joints, and is a great kettlebell exercise for beginners. To perform, you start with the kettlebell on the ground. You're going to stand on the outside of the kettlebell, so you don't want to stand too far back. From there, you're going to perform that hip hinge, then drop the hips to get the rest of the way down. You want your chest up, hips down, pressing through your feet to stand back up, and to set it down, hip hinge, bring the hips down. Just so you can see a couple reps, looks like that. Nice work. You can use the kettlebell to add resistance to your lunging exercise. So there's a few variations of this exercise as well. The easiest is just to hold the weight at your side and perform that same reverse lunge. Now, if you want to practice something new, you can practice what's called a front rack position, where you put the kettlebell, you rest it on the back side of your forearm. And you can do what's called a front rack reverse lunge, where it's the same thing, but I'm in the front rack position and performing the same reverse lunge. Give that one a try. Let me know what you think. A more advanced kettlebell exercise for beginners is called the single leg deadlift. Now, this is still easy in terms of how to use the kettlebell. It just requires a lot more balance and control to perform than a lot of the other exercises. So to perform, we're going to stand on one leg. We're going to have a slight bend in our stance leg. The kettlebell is going to be in my opposite arm. So if I'm standing on my left leg, the kettlebell is in my right arm. And from there, I'm hinging over my stance leg, stopping once I feel tension in the hamstrings, and coming back up. Give that one a try. Let me know. So there you have it. That's some of the best kettlebell exercise for beginners. The goal of these exercises is to help you build strength without stressing your joints, and also just help you feel a little bit more comfortable on how to handle a kettlebell before you move to more advanced variations to further build strength and improve your overall health. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer any that I see. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, it's Dr. Carl Baird here, and I wanted to thank you for watching our previous video and supporting our channel. Now, if you're somebody who's looking to build strength to solve joint pain, keep active, and maintain your lifestyle as you get older, be sure to subscribe to our channel to watch all of our new videos. You won't find it anywhere else.